Hi Booktube, I am Nadine. This is Widely Reading. Welcome to my channel and welcome to Ozzy. You stepped on something. Anyways, the reason why we are here today is to look at my August pile of possibilities. Oh, you like it too, huh? Oh, he's very excited for me to read these books. And so what I'm going to do is tell you a little bit about what they're about, and I am going to do it mostly by reading the back covers, because hearing me attempting to describe books that I haven't read yet is even worse than hearing me describe books I already have read. So let's get started. The first one I'm going to talk about is Land by Maggie O'Farrell. And this came due for me at an inopportune time, given the rest of the pile, but there's about 250 other people waiting for the book. So if I don't read it now, it's not going to happen for another 6 months. All right, so after that, let me tell you about books that I am reading either for an event or for a group. And for that, I have, sorry, they're not exactly in the right order. Well, we have Kalpa Imperial, which will be for the Women in Translation month of August event, and that is being hosted by Roz at scallydandlingaboutthebooks, Katya at Page Turners with Katya, and Angelia at Read and Reread. And so Women in Translation, this is the one for genre fiction by Women in Translation. So Kalpa Imperial by an Argentinian writer and translated by Ursula Le Guin. So she was excited enough to translate it. I'm definitely in. And I had a note to myself that a few years ago I had tried reading this and I DNF'd very quickly, but my note said that it was me and not the book. So a new me attempting the book this time. And let me read you the little description. This is the first of Argentinian writer Angelica Gorodischer's 19 award-winning books to be translated into English. In 11 chapters, Kalpa Imperial's multiple storytellers relate the story of a fabled, nameless empire which has risen and fallen innumerable times. Fairy tales, oral histories, and political commentaries are all woven tapestry style into Kalpa Imperial. Beggars become emperors, democracies become dictatorships, and history becomes legends and stories. So I'm looking forward to that. Then I have one more, here it is. This is for a group read. It's a science fiction, Earth 7. And this description sounds amazing. Two women meet on a beach of artificial sand. One was raised in a pod in the ocean, and the other may or may not be a robot. Their love, or any love, seems impossible. Earth is severely depopulated. Some people have given up, gone off to Mars. Others pursue eternal life as digital code. And yet others, like Dylan and Melanie, are holdouts. And some of those holdouts are constructing a vast molecular collection in hopes that a future person may be able to make a new Earth. Foolhardy? Misguided? Quixotic? Probably, but what can a human or a robot do? All right, so what else do I have? So those are all the required stuff. Now the fun stuff. Whoa. Required reading? That is not what I meant. This is future me. I had to drop in and explain. No, fun reading, much desired social reading, group reading, not required in the icky school sense of the term. All right, back to old me. So, Gun with Occasional Music by Jonathan Lethem. In my innocence in July, when I only had 2 books from the library that were on my shelves, I thought, oh, I'll be able to reread this. And the landscape of reading has changed, but I still want to read it. I do remember that this is one of his earlier books. It may be his first novel, and I definitely like his earlier stuff better than the later stuff. And this takes place in sort of an alternate present, and it's kind of a gumshoe detective mystery, but as I recall, in this alternate present or near future, animals also live among humans kind of as humans. So in this story, there is a kangaroo who is also a detective, and they have to work together, and they have problems with each other. And I think they come to blows at some point. So I do hope to reread this sometime soon. Then next, I was talking to someone about My Tender Matador by Pedro Lemebel, and which we both loved. And he said that it reminded him a lot of this book, which is called Mardu Gorgeous. On the back it tells you how to pronounce it. I would never got that one on my own. And it sounds amazing. Listen to this. Mardu Gorgeous bursts like the most brilliant of comets onto the international opera scene, only to confront the deadly malice and black magic of her rivals. Outrageous and uproarious, flamboyant and serious as only the most perfect frivolity can be, James McCourt's entrancing send-up of the world of opera has been a cult classic for more than a quarter century. This comic tribute to the love of art is a triumph of art and love by a contemporary American master. Well, I just want to run away right now and read this. So that sounds amazing. What else? Then I have The Girls by John Bowen. Again, somebody recommended it to me, and it is a very, very quirky murder mystery, arsenic and old lace kind of story. Let me read the description. Janet Hallis and Susan Burt, who run a gift shop in a village in England's agricultural Midlands, experience a chain of events encompassing the joys of parenthood, the contentment of country life, and a dead body in the septic tank. And I think the Edward Gorey picture on the front is probably expressive of the style and tone of the novel. And then the only explanation I have for these next two is I just got trigger happy with the library catalog on the computer. But they do sound terrific. One is The Western Wind by Samantha Harvey, and this is a mystery set in the 15th century, late 15th century, murder mystery. The description. It's 1491 in the small village of Oakham. Its wealthiest and most industrious resident, Tom Newman, is swept away by the river during the early hours of Shrove Saturday. Was it murder, suicide, or an accident? Narrated from the perspective of the local priest, John Reeve, patient shepherd to his wayward flock, a shadowy portrait of the community comes into light through the residents' tortured revelations. As some of their darkest secrets are revealed, the intrigue of the unexplained death ripples through the congregation. But will Reeve, a man with secrets of his own, uncover what happened to Newman, and what will happen if he can't? So that sounds good. And my last one, really, I was just overcome because I have a trilogy by Amitav Ghosh, and I've had it for like 10 years. I haven't read it, but my better half recently read the entire trilogy and loved it. And so this got me excited when I found out that he had a new book. So let me read you the description. Varsha Gupta wants fish for lunch. Her family is shocked. The 3-year-old has never tasted fish in her life. The Guptas are strict vegetarians and don't allow it inside their Calcutta mansion. But Varsha claims she can remember another life, one in a mud house by a river, where she caught and cooked fish with a different mother. Perplexed, the Guptas consult Dr. Sharma Bose, a psychologist who has been investigating what are known as cases of the reincarnation type for years. But what Varsha reveals will transform even Dr. Bose's understanding of the border between past and present. So, those are my possibilities for August. I am really looking forward to them. So, let me know. Have you read any of these? Any ideas, opinions, similar books? What are you looking forward to reading? And otherwise, be good, be well, be kind as best you can. And I will see you next time and tell you what I read in July, because it was a great